is Darren Wallace, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how media and women in politics are associated. The media plays a huge part in women in politics because the media frames female candidates and officials in a different way than their male counterparts. First and foremost, the media portrays women as they focus on their communal traits rather than agentic traits. So women typically try to emphasize those agentic traits, such as assertiveness and dominance, that are typically associated with men, so the men don't have to work as hard to emphasize those points. For issues, though, women typically focus on communal issues because they want to use that softer, female gender stereotype to their advantage to show their constituents that they can make a difference in those areas. The media, though, does not necessarily frame them how they would like to be framed. So the media tends to focus on females' communal traits as well as communal issues rather than the agentic traits that the women try to emphasize. And this is shown a lot in the Friedkin and Kenny book, where they took a look at some senatorial press releases. And while women tended to focus on those agentic traits and communal issues, the media did not take their agentic traits into account, and they focused all on communal issues and traits. So that is one of the ways in which the media has a huge impact on women in politics. The other way that they have a large impact is that they give significantly less press coverage to women. Once again, citing that Friedkin and Kenny book, they took a look at local press and they found that women got significantly less press coverage than men. And while they expected to find some other things, like the fact that women got more negative press, which they did not find, they were able to determine that men got more press coverage than women, which emphasizes that people think that men's ideas and thoughts are more important. And women were quoted less and mentioned less in headlines, so they're just framed as not being as important, not only in politics, but in general. So that is a huge part of why women are underrepresented in politics. And it plays back to the Lawless and Fox idea or hypothesis that there is not a lot of female representation in politics because of that lack of belief in themselves. Women don't necessarily think that they are qualified, even when they are just as qualified on paper, if not more so, than the males that they would be running against. But the media has given women a sense that they don't necessarily have what it takes. And that is a major downside to how media portrays women. It just does not give women the confidence to get out there and even run. And it has shown that women win at the same rate that men do. They just don't run at the same rate, which is why we don't have as many women in politics. So it's kind of a big deal. And it's something that we can fix. A really cool thing that we read in the Murray book was about Michelle Bachelet's victory in Chile. And she was able to have that victory because media did frame her as kind of a novel change maker, a new option, as opposed to the old government regime that people were sick of. So that is one way that the media can positively influence women in politics and kind of paint them as novel and new uh, leaders for a country. Um, these are very important things to talk about because the only way we're going to get more women in politics is going to be by having more girls see women running, and then maybe they want to run because they see, hey, that woman did it, I can do it too. I think the media framing is crucial to um, our future as a nation and as a world with women in politics. So it's about time that the media took into account their influence in women not only being elected to office but also deciding to run.